Do you know what today is? It's my child support day. Hey, I got a check. Hey.
My baby daddy's trying to get out of paying child support, so he's making me get a DNA test for our youngest kid. You guys are so quick to jump to conclusions. I only got $3,000 a month from him. That was $36,000 a year. That's not enough to live off of.
I am very familiar with her spending habits and what she does. Yeah, I'd really rather not have to pay child support to someone who I know will go out and spend the money on herself or the new guy that she may happen to be with. I just don't trust that it would go to where it's supposed to be going to.
In the case of 22-year-old Jessica, Marcus, you are not. And in the case of 23-year-old Cassie, Marcus, you are not.
I ain't gonna run off.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
DNA testing at birth.
Mandatory.
Mandatory DNA testing at birth. I don't agree with that.
She belongs to the streets.
Check that baby. Like, what? Check that baby. I don't care what nobody say. Check that baby. You never know. You never know.
But
So today is Friday and I got my child support check and I don't know what to spend it on. I'm gonna go leave my kids at their grandmother's house and I'm probably gonna go out drinking with my husband, go out and gamble a little bit, maybe go shopping. The kids don't need anything because I provide everything for them, so I might just go ahead and splurge on myself with my little child support check. What do you girls do when you get child support?
Here in my hand is my child support check that I have been waiting on for 6 months.
I just want you to know that I know Nevaeh is not mine.
She's just not to be trusted, Your Honor, and she was messing with another person. I was just pretty much naive to the fact, but I just would like to get a DNA test just to make sure.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. You are shaking.
I know.
I feel your nervousness from here. Are you okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm perfect.
Okay.
I just want to get it out there. I want to know the truth. That she deserves it. She deserves everything.
In the case of Benning versus Bodine, when it comes to 23-month-old Robin Benning, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Benning, you are not the father. I'm very sorry.
It doesn't matter. I'm still going to be there.
Mr. Benning, what are your hopes?
I hope Jermaine's mine. I really do. It'd be good to know at least one of my kids is mine. Yeah. I'm looking forward to spending all the time I can with him.
All right. Well, let's get these results. In the case of Benning versus Bodine, when it comes to 6-month-old Jermaine Benning Jr., it has been determined by this court. Mr. Benning, you are not the father.
What the?
Oh my God. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Benning.
I got cribs and playpens and toys, and I've done everything that I do, and...
Miss Bodine, do you know who Jermaine Jr.'s father is?
No, Your Honor. I didn't know that was going to come out like that.
What?
When they did a data collection of all of the paternity test centers in America, they found that 32% of fathers who got a paternity test were indeed not the father of their children. Now, you got to take this with a grain of salt because these were the men who already had suspicions, but y'all not hearing me. This problem is so bad in Jamaica, it's about 70%. When the men's rights activists in Jamaica wanted to make it so that paternity tests were mandatory at birth, they said that they wouldn't allow it because it would cause too much femicide, meaning too many men would find out that their children are not actually their children and they would end up harming the women. They thought it was so bad that they shouldn't even make it a thing. In France, this problem is so bad that you're not even allowed to get a paternity test unless it's ordered by a judge. They said, and I quote, that it would destroy and destabilize communities if they had mandatory paternity tests at birth. We literally have access to the alien technology that allows us to make sure that every father is actually providing for children that is biologically theirs, and our states and governments are going, nah. Because that would mean women would have to be accountable for the decisions that they make. And if you have this conversation with some women, they will really act offended. All I'm going to say is I've never seen somebody wearing real diamonds afraid of a diamond test.
Was that the only time that she told you that was not your child?
No, there have been multiple occasions. She even told that to her mom.
He stated that my son did not look like him and that it looked like it was from a Black guy. And so after that, the situation was just not addressed.
So, unpopular opinion, a DNA test should be mandatory for any male that wants to be placed on a child's birth certificate. I know like a lot of people aren't going to like that, but if it was just something that was mandatory, it should just be no argument, no nothing. If it's his child, it's his child. And if it's not, there's just so much more that goes into just like knowing who you are and your identity based off of both of your parents. Like, I was just thinking about it because there was a video that went viral about a man that went to jail for not paying child support for a child that wasn't even his. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
Come spend a day with me living on my child support. So I wake up and I instantly pray to the gods. I manifest that my baby daddy gets a better job so I can have more child support.
I've just come out of a marriage and my life is really just all over the place. And it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot for me. So it'd be a lot for a potential partner to have to deal with me. And I mean, like, I literally think that last week I've had some sort of mental breakdown, but I'm fine again now.
DeKalb County man claims a major triumph in his 3-year quest to protect men from paying child support for children they didn't father. Last year, he helped change Georgia law, and today his work was put to the test with his own future on the line. Fox 5's Lisa Crane has the story.
The first case is Tony Odom versus Carnell Smith.
But it was a case that didn't make it into open court. After years of fighting, a judge today ruled Carnell Smith was not responsible to pay child support to a child he did not father. Almost 3 years ago, a DNA test proved that the then 11-year-old girl he had thought was his own was not his child. But in Georgia, that didn't mean the end of his own obligation to financially support that child. Smith turned his case into a crusade and helped shape paternity fraud legislation that passed last year. Today, his case was the first to test the new law, and in chambers, the judge terminated his parental rights and obligations.
I feel this is a major victory for defrauded victims everywhere.
There were a lot of people watching this case, like Reverend Randall Robinson. Through DNA testing, he discovered that some of the children he had always thought were his own weren't.
In a previous marriage, and 2 out of the 3 children are not mine. At that time, I still was ordered by the court to pay child support.
And this is the first real test of this new legislation, but it appears right now that even after a man proves he is not the biological father, he must still come to court to end his child support obligation. Smith says there's still work to be done in Georgia.
We're going to ask that there be a truth in pregnancy disclosure, that we believe that mothers who know there's more than one person that could be the child's father should be required to make that declaration before the court in the very first hearing.
In DeKalb County, Lisa Crane, Fox 5 News.
Carnell Smith is also working on similar legislation in more than 20 other states and in several other countries. He says he would still like to have contact with the now 14-year-old girl he thought was his daughter, but he says that's up to her mother.
So here's a doozy of a question. Can I put my boyfriend on my child's birth certificate, even though we both know he's not really the bio dad? So, yeah, you can do it. No one is going to stop you, but you need to know that it is paternity fraud, and you're not being really fair to everyone involved, including your child. Okay? There's now websites, 23andMe, Ancestry.com. What about in later life when your child discovers, if they go on one of these websites and takes a paternity test or genetic marker test, that your boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, whatever the case may be, is not really his or her dad? Is that really fair to your child? Lying? No.
Hey, ladies, did you know that paternity fraud is now a crime? Yeah, let's talk about House Bill 2689, because they locking y'all up.
I'm going to make my money one way or another. Even if that means locking you up, I'll make my money off of you being locked up.
Oh, yeah. And this hookup culture? Oh, yeah, that's a wrap. Because they're making it so you can no longer get child support off of one-night stands. If that man wasn't in your life, let me tell you.
Not only are they making it mandatory for the man to get a DNA test before he signs a birth certificate, but now they're like, look, you're not going to be able to get any money off of this man if he was not actively, long-term, a part of your everyday life.
Ms. Laura?
Yes, ma'am.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm trying to get my baby back.
Okay.
I have two babies.
Okay.
And I just had another baby with my boy. He's not my boyfriend anymore, but he hit my first baby, so Houston got to take him, and I want him back because I'm not with that boyfriend anymore.
So Houston took the baby, or you lost the baby?
Either way, Houston has the baby, and I want it back.
No, it's not either way. It's you lost the baby. So did somebody intervene and take the baby away from you? And
yes, ma'am. They took the baby and gave him to Houston.
Okay.
And I want him back.
Okay. And you have a new baby with your ex-boyfriend?
Not ex-boyfriend, ex-boyfriend.
So you guys are no longer together?
Correct, ma'am.
How old is this new baby?
How old's the new baby?
Yes.
Like 8 months.
And you're done with him after 8 months?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I was done with him like 10 months ago. The baby's 8 months.
Oh, okay. So before the baby was born?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he come to the birth of the child?
No. I didn't want him around.
Oh, okay. All right. So you now want to get custody back from him?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
From Houston.
Who does the baby live with?
Me.
The baby? No, my baby lives with me.
No, not your child. How many children do you all have between you?
Just one.
Just one. And the child lives with him?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want the baby back?
Yes, ma'am.
How long has the baby lived with you?
The baby? It's been living the whole time.
Oh, okay. And how old is this child?
5.
5. Oh. And you expect to get child support?
Yes, ma'am.
And the child has been living with him for almost, it's a boy or girl?
Boy.
His whole life?
Yes, ma'am. Well, when I get my baby back, I want child support, yeah. He makes way more money than I do. I want my baby back and I want child support.
I'm sorry, you have to excuse me because nothing you're saying is making sense right now. You came to court to ask me to give a child back to you that was taken from you, that's 5 years old, that's pretty much lived with this man the entire time that he has been taken care of.
They took my baby away because my ex-boyfriend is an abuser and I'm not with him anymore, so I want my baby back.
Right, but the child hasn't been living with you. The child has been living with him.
Yeah, because of my ex, and I'm not with my ex anymore.
Yeah, so no, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. He would literally have to have given you the child back. And then you come in here, after you've been having the child for some time, then you come in here and say, Judge, I want this to be changed. I've been having the child this entire time. I want him to pay child support. That would be a little bit more reasonable. But what you're asking for today is very unreasonable.
Okay, well, give me my baby back, and then I'll come back in a while and ask for child support.
Well, I can't give you your baby back because I never took your baby. Okay? Actually, nobody really took your baby. You lost your baby for your own negligence with your ex-boyfriend. That has nothing to do with me. Okay? Now, fill me in over here. The baby was placed with you after the boyfriend hit the baby?
Yep.
And he's been living with you ever since then?
Yep.
You've been taking care of him?
Mm-hmm.
You pay for everything for the child?
Everything.
What does she do?
I visit.
She visits unsupervised.
Okay, congratulations. Financially, what does she do?
Financially?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, that's what I figured. Okay, I see what's going on here. Yeah, and I'm not about to play this game with you. You're the one that's going to pay him child support today.
What?
Yeah, you are.
He makes like 3 times as much money as I do. I have to give him my money?
It's for the child, so yes, you do. You do. But the good thing is based on your income. You'll get credit for the other child that your 8-month-old, you'll get credit for that child. But yes, you are going to pay him child support. That's just the right thing to do. It's one child between the two of you, okay? And health insurance, I'm assuming you pay it.
Yes.
How much is it?
$66 a month.
$66.
I get it through my employer, so.
Huh?
I get it through my employer.
Okay, gotcha. And how much do you make a year?
$38,000.
$38,000. So I have your gross coming out to $3,200. That brings your net to $2,648.01. Giving you credit for the other child that you have. Your child support obligation comes out to $423.69 plus the $66 you're going to reimburse him for health insurance every month. So 66 added to $463.69 is $489.69.
$489.69?
Did you need me to repeat it?
I'm asking you, $489. I have to give him almost $500 a month?
Yeah, that's how it works. Did you really think that I was going to have him pay you child support?
No, I just wanted my baby.
Oh, okay. So your first answer was no. So then you understand exactly why you have to pay child support. Is there anything else?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
She thinks that somebody else was her dad.
Why does she think someone else is the father?
Because he was around ever since he was a baby. We were together, and he passed away though.
Is there any? Oh, but you said you already had DNA in this case, private DNA.
I'm sorry.
Is there any chance that? Well, were you with that person when you got pregnant?
No, ma'am. I didn't give it to him until after.
Okay.
I had Addison, and I told him whenever he came or whenever he called when he got out, I told him that I would never deny him seeing her as long as he was going to be consistent with it and not just in and out.
Okay.
And he would have to help me sit down and explain to her everything. Those were my only 2 issues.
Okay. And Mr. Slott, do you have any?
Last I heard, he doesn't live in the state of Texas. I want to say he moved to Oklahoma or Missouri. That's what I was told, for work or something. But that's just what I heard, so I'm not 100% positive.
Judge, he was served in April.
Yeah, he was served in San Jacinto County, Texas.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if that was.
Well, yeah, his
address,
brother.
though.
His brother lives in on Coker Loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his parents' house originally, but I think his brother lives there now.
Is there any chance he stays with his brother?
I have no idea. Like I said, I don't really talk to him. I was just told by somebody that they heard that he moved out of state to go work. It's either Oklahoma or Missouri. I'm not quite for sure.
Do you know the time frame?
About when he moved?
Yeah.
Yes. I want to say it was like around spring break, so March. I mean, I could always try and get a hold of him for y'all on Facebook or something.
No, I just am curious if the right person was served. Okay. And Mr. Slut, do you have a proposal regarding child support?
Yes, we would ask that it be set at minimum wage.
And do you have a proposal for back child support?
Based on the testimony, I would propose that it starts in January of 2021 until today.
Okay. And ma'am, do you have a proposal regarding back child support?
Not really. I mean, I have no idea. I mean, it would be nice if he was made to pay, because like I couldn't just dip out on my kid like he could. Like, I mean, it's still his kid regardless. Like it's still his responsibility whether he was around or not. Like I said, he has 2 other kids that he does see all the time.
Do you know if he pays child support for those children?
Yes, he does pay child support. He doesn't pay it though, as far as I know.
No, but he's ordered to.
I'm sorry?
But he's ordered to pay it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
He's behind.
that's all I need. That's
on
all I need to know,
child
ma'am. Okay.
support. Okay.
And bear with me, I'm calculating, so it's gonna have to concentrate.